Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Walk with me. My name is Serena, and today I'll be talking about fasting. It's the continuations from last video. And so fasting is willfully refraining from eating. And fasting has long been used under historical and experimental conditions, but it's been recently popularized of intermittent fasting. And so that's what I'm going to talk about, intermittent fasting, because that's what I'm doing for the last 2 weeks for my own case study. And so this is what I found when I was doing some research. And intermittent fasting means extending the time for food restriction anywhere from 16 hours to 48 hours. And in the laboratory, rats and mice doing intermittent fasting have profound benefit effects on many different indices of health, and importantly can counteract disease processes in improve functional outcome and in experimental model of wide range of age-related disorder, including diabetes disease, cardiovascular disease, cancer, neurological disorders such as Alzheimer and Parkinson's disease, stroke, depressions, and autoimmune disease. So that also improve health, promote longevity, improve weight loss, and also promote anti-aging. And I think that's very exciting as well. So intermittent fasting improve health that counteract disease processes involve activations of adaptive cellular stress response, signaling pathway that enhance mitochondrial health. So mitochondria is our powerhouse of our cell, and that's very, very important. We do need that to function, to have a normal function daily. So that also do a DNA repair and autophagy. And so autophagy, auto, A-U-T-O, means self, and phagy, P-H-A-G-Y, means eating. So the two words put together, autophagy, it literally means self-eating, and it's kind of like a waste management in our body. So it's cleaning out all the damaged cells, and it eat all the garbage in our body, and so our body can regenerate new healthy cell. And so by fasting, we can induce this process in our body on a cellular level. So there was a study shows the improvement of metabolic health when there was a group of 100 divided into two groups. 15 went on the program for 4 weeks of intermittent fasting, and the other group of 50 people just doing the normal eating routine schedule. And so when the study was done, the results were obvious. And so that's why I'm doing my intermittent fasting. I'm doing 17 to 18 hours each day. It's been a little bit over 2 weeks now, and I will finish my dinner at about 5:30 or 6 p.m. and I won't eat again until the next day around 11:30, sometimes at noon. And so that gives me about 17 to 18 time span. And I noticed that I don't get hives and rashes on my skin as often as before. And I would definitely request a blood work when my family physicians come back from his vacations. Not until next year, unfortunately. He's taking a long vacation, so my intermittent fasting might have to extend it until he comes back, which is 6 to 7 weeks. More than what I originally planned for about 4 weeks. So my other plan originally, I wanted to do a 24-hour fasting once a week, and then I'll do a 48 to 72 hours once a month, just by doing water salt fasting. But I tried it after I tried it at 24 hours fasting. It was okay. There was a little bit of challenging for the last 2-3 hours, and I just need to distract myself by doing some other stuff. So I take my mind off to focus on some other stuff. But to do a 48 hours, I have gone to 38 hours of fasting, and that's when I wasn't feel good. I felt like my sugar blood level starting to drop, and I felt very weak, and I also felt cold. And so I stopped the fasting at 32 hours, and uh, that's why I switched to a different model, to intermittent fasting, just easier for me. And so fasting shouldn't have this side effect. It will make us feel uncomfortable or hungry at times, but because we want to eat, and we'll get so used to that old routine. But hungry comes like a wave. It comes and goes. It won't last. So if you focus on doing things when you get hungry, the wave will come and will go. And after it goes away, you'll be okay. Like I was okay again. So according to the calculation, I should be able to do 3 to 4 days of water salt fasting. In order to know how many days my body can handle, I need to find out my BMI, body mass index. And I know for women, it's about 18 to 20%. That's within the normal range. And I was sitting at 20.7. So I was at 0.7% of overweight. And so for each pound would give us 2 days of fasting without eating any food, and the body still survive. So for example, if 5 pounds overweight, that would give me 10 days of fasting without food, and I should be still function normal. And so this is the calculations that I got from a doctor. His name is Jason Fung. He's our Canadian doctor as well. And he has been promoting intermittent fasting. And if you want to find out more of his work, he has a YouTube video posting on the social media. So all you have to do is just type in Jason Fung, Dr. Jason Fung, intermittent fasting, and it will come up with many of his videos. So you can watch that too. With the research, I'm using all this information from a website. It's called PubMed, so PUBMED. These are very reliable sources because they're all clinical evidence-based and medical journal. So there are tons of medical information, researches that on this website if you want to know more about this kind of information. So of course, with the calculations, I don't go with that 100%, just because I adjust that according to myself. And if it doesn't work for me, and I know my body pretty well by now, so if I do get hungry or fatigue or too much for me, I will stop the fasting. I don't push onto that. And so I definitely need to compare my blood work and update you guys once I have my family physician comes back and he would be able to send me to do a blood work. And so next time I'll be talking about breathing exercise, and that's also one of my morning routine. I'm doing a lot of breath work and breathing technique, especially during this time of COVID-19. Its number is not going anywhere, and so we are in a second lockdown right now. So I hope everyone stays safe and stay healthy. So be compassionate for yourself and love yourself by doing healthy routine, by setting up a healthy routine, so we can get into that pattern, and so then it could last us for a long term. And so thank you for watching once again. Make sure that you subscribe for the latest update, and or leave me comments. So we'll see you next time, and take care. Bye now.